Hello, hi, welcome to all of you. Please subscribe to my channel and then start watching the video. In the last lectures, we have already discussed about ethics. In this lecture, we are going to discuss human values, lessons from the lives and teachings of great leaders, reformers, and administrators. This topic is very closely related to our UPSC syllabus, paper 1, that is history, paper 2, polity and international relations, paper 3, economy, etc. Every paper is related to one another. Human values. What are human values? They are common to all humans. They are static. They never change with either time or region. For example, freedom, love. Love is common to all. A very good person also loves his children. At the same time, a criminal or terrorist also loves his children. Truth, compassion. Compassion means kindness. There is also slight difference between compassion, sympathy and empathy. We will discuss the difference in the later lectures. You can search internet to know what is the difference between the three: compassion, sympathy and empathy. Values are classified into high values and low values. Every human being, more or less, have high values, and at the same time he or she has certain low values also. Low values, you can say anger, greedy, lust, etc. Lie. So every human being has certain values. They are common to all the humans. They are intrinsic to a human being. Every human being has certain mix of high value and low value. High value plus low value. We say certain human being is a very good human being. He has greater proportion of high value in him or her. If we say certain person is a bad person, he will have maximum proportion of low values. Maybe certain high values he may possess. Maybe a criminal, he may love his children. He may love his family. But he is doing most antisocial things. That is creating harm to the society. So we are saying that he is a bad person. Maybe he is good with his family members, but he is not an asset to the society. He is doing all the bad things to the society. He might be the most wanted criminal, or he might be the most wanted terrorist. For example, you all know the famous Pablo Escobar. He loved his children. He loved his community members. But he killed so many innocent human beings for his drug business. So we call him as a bad individual. History treats him as a bad individual. There are so many human values. I have mentioned here a very few. The most important of all human values I have noted down is freedom. It is very intrinsic to all human beings. Our Indian Constitution has mentioned right to freedom under Article 19 to 22. It gives freedom to all the citizens. Freedom of speech and expressions, freedom to live with dignity, etc. We have one more concept, very popular and famous concept, that is freedom of will. It says that every human being shall have freedom, and at the same time he shall have also the ability to make right choices according to moral principles. He shall have freedom, and at the same time he shall have the ability to make right choices. If he doesn't have the ability to make right choices, uncontrolled freedom will be a threat to our human existence, to our society, to fellow other human beings. So, freedom is not unlimited. We have restricted freedom. As you all know, as you must have studied in your polity, that right to freedom, and you have freedom of speech and expressions under Article 19, but at the same time 19(2) mentions about certain restrictions on freedom. Why there is restrictions on freedom? Because uncontrolled freedom, freedom with no strings attached, will be threat to our human existence itself. Therefore, the freedom of will is a very important concept. It says that human being shall have freedom, and at the same time he shall have ability. How we make human beings able? By providing right value education. By providing value education, every human being can decide what is right or what is wrong. At the same time, we have to create ethical societies where good values are appreciated and bad value people are punished. For example, Japanese societies. For example, Japan, where hard work is rewarded and the people who do corruption are punished, banned from the society, ostracized. Indian theory of karmavad, we say karma siddhant. Indian theory of karmavad also prescribes full human freedom, or that we call free will to individuals. Yes, what karmavad is saying? It is saying that if you do good deeds, good results will follow. If you do bad deeds, bad results will follow. So, it is restricting your freedom. Karmavad is also restricting your freedom. It is asking you to make right choices. If you make bad choices, if you do bad behavior, then bad results will follow. If you do good deeds, good results will follow. So it is giving you freedom, but with strings attached. You have to make right choices. Then only right result will follow, good result will follow. This is very, very important. Every year UPSC is asking question on this aspect, that is freedom. Freedom of will. Freedom is very important to us. We are living happily only because of freedom. You all know that in our past civilizations, we had slavery. People had no freedom to do whatever they want. They were being subjugated. They had no free will. But today we have freedom. But that freedom is not uncontrolled. It has strings attached. So you have to understand this concept along with your polity. Our fundamental rights also talks about freedom. Some questions have been asked in UPSC. I will provide you model answers on this topic, that is freedom. Then we will discuss some more concepts on freedom. I have mentioned few universal human values: patience, gratitude, that is thankfulness, integrity, that is quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, non-violence, humbleness, honesty, peace in H square, that is acronym. Certain, these are only few values I am giving you as examples. There are so many, unlimited number of human values. We gain human values through our family, our parents, our upbringing, our teachers, our education, our friends, relatives, peers, religion, society, etc. We learn, we gain human values since we take birth. First, we learn from our parents. Parents teach us what is good, what is bad. Next, when we go to school, teachers teach us what is good, what is bad. Our textbooks also teaches us what is good, what is bad. Our religion also teaches us what is good, what is bad. Our community also teaches us what is good, what is bad. Accordingly, we given our value system. Next, lessons from the lives and teachings of great leaders, reformers and administrators. There are, again I am telling you that this topic is very closely related to your history, your polity. There are so many great leaders from west to east. There are so many great reformers from west to east. There are so many great administrators. For example, in India, we have had so many reformers in the past, like Bhakti movement, like our social reform movement. At the same time, in the West also, there were so many reformers in the Renaissance movement. Later, there is a reformer called Friedrich Nietzsche in Germany, the popular reformer, popular philosopher, etc. So you can accordingly prepare your own notes. I have here given few people and their teachings. First is Lord Buddha. What are the Buddhist values for life? I have also given you the acronym. I am giving you acronyms to easily by heart the things and reproduce them in your examination while writing answers. Non-violence, honesty, non-stealing, avoiding sexual misconduct, no intoxicants. At the same time, Jainism has 5 pillars. Again, non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, chastity, brahmacharya, non-attachment, aparigruha. All these things you will study in your history. I am not elaborating much. While writing answers, we will discuss all these things again. So, I am moving. The most great leader, the great leader in India is our Gandhiji. He has described 7 social sins: politics without principles, wealth without work, commerce without morality. You are doing business but without morality. For example, drug trafficking, drug business. Knowledge without character. These days, even in the newspapers, we are hearing that recently. I have seen a news that IIT graduate, he went to a Harley Davidson showroom and he was trying to steal the bike. He was arrested by the police. Pleasure without conscience. science without humanity. If you don't have any humanity, then you will misutilize the technology. For example, nuclear bomb, artificial intelligence, etc. Worship without sacrifice. You are worshipping a nation, you are a nation lover, then you have to make certain sacrifices. You have to perform certain duties. Everybody these days is claiming for rights, but what about duties? We are ignoring that. I have also provided you certain quotes. These quotes are being asked by UPSC, and they are asking that they are giving you a quote and they are asking you to analyze. And what do you think about this quote? How this quote is relevant to the modern context? That's what they are asking. So you should read your newspaper and you should note all the current affairs with respect to ethics paper. How you can link with your ethics paper and how you can incorporate those examples in your answers. If one has wealth, it doesn't mean that it should be thrown away and wife and children should be turned out of doors. It simply means that one must give up attachment to other things. You should have wealth. That's why Gandhi has given a theory, that is trusteeship theory. We will discuss later about this theory in chapter 5. Again in chapter 5 also same thing will be repeated. You must be the change you want to see in the world. That is the famous quotation. First you should change, then only the world will change. Next, Swami Vivekananda. I have provided you here a model answer. UPSC is asking the questions in the same pattern. They are asking questions like how Swami Vivekananda's teachings are relevant in recent days, in the context of recent global happenings. That is how they are asking the questions these days. So accordingly, you can treat this as a model answer, or you can treat this as teachings of Swami Vivekananda. He has talked about universal brotherhood, universal religion, a religion of love, peace and harmony. Harmony among all the religious beliefs. He emphasized that no religion is higher than any other religion. All religions are equal. Nobody should claim that our religion is great and your religion is not great. All religions are equally great. So he talked about harmony along religious beliefs. He talked about assimilation, not destruction. So harmony along religious beliefs is very, very important in the light of incidents of communal hatred and violence frequently seen in India and around the globe. He was against one religion for all as propagated by religious extremists like ISIS. ISIS is claiming that their religion is superior. There should be only one religion across the globe. Swami Vivekananda was against such concepts. Today, religion is used to justify hatred, violence and terrorism. These people preach superiority of the religion, their religion or God over the other. I have already mentioned the ISIS. Swami Vivekananda preached harmony and peace and not dissension, and assimilation and not destruction, ideas which find relevance today. Again, he also talked about integrity, devotion to duty, which is very important because today the corruption cases are rising. Indian society is mired with cases of corruption. So his teachings find relevance in this context. His teachings spoke a language of universal solidarity, brotherhood, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sarve Jana Sukhuno Bhavantu. Everyone should be happy. All should be happy. Swami Vivekananda once exhorted, the famous quote of Swami Vivekananda, as you all know, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. The goal we have already said, that is sustainable development goals. What is the goal? Prosperity of all mankind, happiness to all, welfare of all, Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. That is the goal. We shall not stop until we reach that goal. Secret of success, quoted by Swami Vivekananda. Children, whatever you do, concentrate wholly on it. Think of nothing else. Commit completely for the cause. Your aim will not fail if your mind is fully on the target or on the goal. When you sit for your study, you must concentrate only on that and nothing else. This will ensure success in whatever you undertake. Full focus, dedication, determination, perseverance, hard work, that will pay you even in your UPSC examination also. That is the secret of success. You have to by heart certain quotes to write very good answers in ethics. Next is Nelson Mandela. He was incarcerated for so many years in jail as he fought against racial discrimination and apartheid laws in South Africa. What counts in life is not the mere facts that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. That is what we call about personal benefit versus societal benefit. Short term versus long term. We should always think about societal benefit. We should always think about helping the others. That is the purpose of this life. We are human beings. Mother Teresa, love and wanting to serving the society, loving the society, loving the fellow human beings. Sri Aurobindo talked about spiritual freedom. You are answerable to God for whatever the actions you are doing. You have freedom to take whatever action, to do whatever the thing you want. But again, he is restricting. Freedom with restrictions, as I have already told you. What is that restriction? You are answerable to the God. Karmavad, the Indian theory of Karmavad also has certain restrictions. What is the restriction? If you are doing good, you will get good results. If you are doing bad, you will end up with bad results. That is the restriction. These are the administrators, the famous administrators the country has ever had. There are so many good administrators. I have quoted here a very few. The famous Sankaran, IAS officer. He focused on human dignity and social equity. How? He lifted the taboo on temple entry for Harijans and Girijans. He, in his book, provided so many bureaucratic models, and he favored empathetic bureaucrat model who is fully committed to country's constitution, laws, rules. E. Sridharan, as you all know, the famous metro man of India, he also emphasized on ethical leadership, value-based leadership, etc. T.N. Seshan, today's election, today the peaceful conduction of elections is only, we can only give credit to T.N. Seshan. That's it. Now I will discuss previous UPSC questions on this topic. What teachings of Buddha are most relevant today and why? Discuss. I have already told you. I am giving you the model answer for this question which was asked in 2020. I have also earlier given you in the previous slides, I have also given you one more answer, that how Swami Vivekananda's teachings are relevant in the present context. Already I have given you one answer. This is the second answer, how Buddha's teachings are relevant today. For example, you take Eightfold Path, Ashtangika Marg. Buddha has given us Eightfold Path, 8 points. Right intention. We should have right intention. In India, public policies are not successful because stated objectives and intentions are different. For example, take reservations. What is the stated objective? That is empowerment of the poor. But what is the intention? What is the motive behind the reservations? To secure the vote banks for the politicians and to win elections. Everywhere you find that the intention is different and the stated objective is different. Why we are continuing the subsidies? What is the stated objective? Benefit to the poor. But what is the intention? To secure the vote bank, to win elections. Next is right speech. As you all know, there is a huge increase in cases according to the data registered to promote hate speech. Right livelihood. These days, we are only focusing on earning money. The people who have money and wealth, they are being respected in the society. The society is not concerned about how they are earning their wealth, how they are earning the money. That's why we have seen recent increasing trend of cyber crimes, financial crimes, drug trafficking, corruption and fraud cases are increasing every day. Next is the path of moderation, that is Madhyamika mark, avoiding extremes. So moderation prevents the greed, jealousy that has permeated this materialistic and capitalistic world. In this way, we can retain the humanity. Buddha also considered that social world is the creation of human. All the injustices are created by human. So, the solution should also be provided by humans only. Neither the godly scriptures nor divine intervention are going to solve it. All the injustices are created by human and human being should only solve it. Buddha also focused on dharma to attain moksha, that is nirvana. All these things are very, very relevant in the modern context. I have given you the model answer here. You can read and write on your own for future questions. I have also given you the eightfold path. Eightfold path, there are 8 points, but I have only mentioned 3 points in our model answer. These are few more questions asked in previous year UPSC papers. I will provide you model answer for these questions in the later lecture. For now, you can try on your own. What does each of the following quotation mean to you? Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. Dalai Lama, 2022. What is success? Judge your success by what you had to give up. What is your sacrifice in order to get it? Try answer this question. Think from all the angles. I have already given you. Spec Hill. Think from society angle, economy angle, political angle. And what is success in this modern age? What is success for an individual? Creating wealth, creating money, gaining name and fame. What is success to you? And what sacrifices you are making in order to get it? Next question, what does each of the following quotations mean to you? Every work has got to pass through hundreds of difficulties before succeeding. Those that persevere will see the light sooner or later. Swami Vivekananda. So, perseverance, hard work, facing difficulties, either at home or at your workplaces, is very, very important for your success. That's what being asked in question. And even question also talks about what does each of the following quotations mean to you? What you are learning from that quote? How you are adopting that quote in your lives, whether in your family life or in your professional life. Next, we can never obtain peace in the outer world until and unless we obtain peace within ourselves. Dalai Lama. Next, life doesn't make any sense without interdependence. We need each other, and the sooner we learn that it is better for us all. Erik Erikson. It talks about social welfare, kindness, helping others, helping the needy, preserving the nature, environment, etc. Next, what do each of the following quotation mean to you? Condemn none. If you can stretch out a helping hand, do so. If not, fold your hands, bless your brothers and let them go their own way. Swami Vivekananda. We have already discussed about this. Best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of the others. Mahatma Gandhi. We have one more quote. A system of morality which is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a thoroughly vulgar conception which has nothing sound in it and nothing true. Socrates. Try answering all these questions. We have discussed all these questions in the previous lectures also. I have given you the important fodder points to write answer. So please try. Next, in 2019 also again the famous quote of APJ Abdul Kalam is asked. Again, one more question asked. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or very bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. Napoleon Bonaparte. Stating examples, mention the rulers who have harmed society and country, who worked for the development of the society and country. You should have good understanding of history. You should have good understanding of international relations to write answers for these questions. Which eminent personality has inspired you the most in the context of ethical conduct in life? Give the gist of his or her teachings, giving specific examples. Describe how you have been able to apply these teachings for your own ethical development. You can write either Swami Vivekananda or either Buddha or either Gandhiji. All answers I have already provided you. Next, what do you understand by values and ethics? Very, very basic and fundamental question. In what way is it important to be ethical along with being professionally competent? Please try this question. This is very basic question. I have already explained you what is the definition of values, what are values, and what is the definition of ethics. Some people feel that values keep changing with time and situation, while others strongly believe that there are certain universal and eternal human values. Give your perception in this regard with due justification. This also we have discussed in the previous lectures as well as in the present lecture. Please try answering these questions. I will provide you model answers for all the questions in next lectures. Thank you all. Once again, I urge all of you to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.